Hi, I'm Sophia Jessica, and this is Angel, and welcome to the fan carpet.
First of all, congratulations on your film. It's really amazing, and I know it premiered at the Venice Film Festival, so congratulations on that. My friends say it's amazing. So you said once that the way to have fun is to spend time with teenagers. What did being around teenagers give you as a filmmaker on this project, and what did it force you to remember that adults like to forget?
So it brought chaos in the process, which is life. Everything is about chaos, I would say. So even though, of course, shooting a film needs structure, needs timing, needs money, and it needs people, and needs organization and everything, I really needed some, like inside of the trees, lymph. Some strength, something raw and acid and green and powerful. So I guess this is what working with them really brought to the project. Some chaos and some energy, some refreshing, also some unpredictable moments. Like you don't know, maybe that day they argue, they fight, but then you have to shoot a love scene, so it's like it was very intense.
Do you have a favorite moment from the set that reminds you of that feeling?
Yeah, several.
Do you want to tell me your favorite?
Not my favorite, but the most chaotic one. So I guess when we were shooting the 18th birthday, there is a scene like they're clubbing, they're dancing and everything, and I think we shot for 4 hours, and usually when you shoot this kind of scenes, so people dancing and everything, you don't have music because you need to listen clearly and record clearly the voices and the reactions and so. But I don't like that attitude, I don't like that fake way, also because we were shooting with, I would say, 50 teenagers, so we really wanted them to enjoy the situation. So we were playing the music, and we played it for 4 hours. So we were getting crazy. But the fact is that the 4 guys, especially one, they really hated that music. They hated it. So they were not enjoying, they were not dancing, and that was real as well. That we tried to convey it into the story, and
Can you still listen to that song? Or are you too tired of that?
I cannot, but then I had to edit it, and I was like, why did I choose that song? Now I realize why they hated it, and they were faster than I was, probably, I don't know.
Okay, so the film is about belonging, but belonging with a cost. What did you want the audience to feel about the price of being accepted into a group?
Belonging is always a bargain process. So even when you're an adult, especially when you're a teenager, I think that the price of belonging, so the cost of belonging is so high, and your identity is still developing, that you risk to lose yourself in the process, because you're so eager, like you don't really want to be alone, because it's sad and it's complicated. Then growing up, at least I'm talking for myself, I truly enjoy being alone here and there, not all the time, but when you're a teenager, you can really feel like incurably sad because you're alone, which is different than being lonely. So the fact is that in building your identity and in risking of losing the group, sometimes you're not asking anymore, is it okay, or do I like it? Because you just want to, again, to belong, to be with that gang, and maybe they're performing or acting, and then there is the group dynamic, of course, and then they're all male. So sometimes you allow people to do yourself things that are not okay, but also you do to yourself things that are not okay. Just not to be alone in that room.
Yeah, I think that's part of being human. That's what human is.
Yeah.
So you've called the film about desire and how differently desire is experienced depending on the body you live in. What's one scene where everyone wants the same thing, but the world gives them very different permission to express it?
Yeah, I guess it's still a problem to solve in a way, because I really feel like, I mean, I don't have a different experience from that, of course, but I really feel that we all want the very same things, but the world allows us differently according to the gender, meaning that, especially in the film, Fred, so the female character, she wants everything. She wants to be with one of the guys, like in love with one, physically also with one of these guys, and she also wants to be part of the gang of guys. And what they're not even subtly, but very clearly telling her, is you have to choose. Or you are one of us, so you don't have to be a girl, so you have to wear trousers, so you don't have to feel desire for any of us, you don't have to belong to any of us in order to be with us. Or if you are with one of us, and there is the competition rising, of course, because it's like possess, then in case you will belong to one of us, you will just be and only be the girlfriend of one of us. So it's like, so it's always fun when you write a film, it's always fun to do a double check in the process and to see if you would believe to it, if the gender would be exchanged. And you wouldn't, because we don't force guys to choose one thing among the others.
Oh, definitely.
We just don't.
Women think very different from men, and I think you've explored that very well in your film.
Thank you.
So you've spoken about how being the only girl in a group of boys can feel both special and uncomfortable. What did you want to show about that experience that films usually get wrong or oversimplify? I think this is kind of what you already answered.
So I really didn't want to teach any lesson, because it's all based first on a book and secondarily on personal experiences. So it's like, this is my story, this is a story I enjoyed, and please take it. Layers are fun, and also not being like dichotomical, like saying this is the truth and this is not right. It's just something I'm not interested into. So as part of the audience, me myself, I really like to exit the screen room with more questions than I had before entering. And in a way, this is what I really wanted to do in this film as well. So not exiting the screening room saying, this was the secret that the society have been kept away from me, and now I have this big truth and I can solve the world. But like deconstructing things, going through the layers, respecting the layers, and also using the story, using the power of film as like a gym class where you can exercise your brain and your soul and your heart in asking the right questions.
That's what makes a good film. Yeah. So Antero, Pacini, and Mitis could easily become types. How did you make each of them emotionally specific so that attraction feels real, but also morally complicated? And which one surprised you the most while shooting?
They look real because we casted them good.
I saw that you wanted real people.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that. So how was the process of that, and how did you identify the right person for the right role?
So we had like bullet points for each of them, for each character, because we really wanted to, so according to the fact that they're not professional actors, we needed to find the right person that could really empathize with the character he was playing. So to make it very simple, they are similar to the characters as persons, as people, as human beings. So they are similar to the characters they are playing. They don't necessarily have the same life experience, but the attitude is similar. And this is so much fun than pretending that your reaction would be different for a double reason. The first one is it's easier. For me, it's easier to work.
Oh, yeah.
You can play around it much more. And secondarily, in the future, it will be more easy for them to face the world because they already passed through it through the film.
Yeah.
In case they don't have already, of course. And the one that surprised me the most is Mitis.
Really? What's so?
Samuel Volturno, because he is the one that was more different from the bullet points we had. So I always thought of him as someone who is more edgy and yes, fun, meaning like he makes jokes and so on, but not that much fun. I was not expecting to find someone like him. He's like a shepherd dog. While I was looking for someone more sketchy, more like his eyes are quick, he knows where is everyone because he's a control freak. While we found someone who is not a control freak, he is in control, but he's more tender. He's like a dad to them. Like his attitude is more like protecting them, even though it's not his role. Nobody's asking him to protect them. You know. And I think he's one of the most fun people I ever met in my life. So when I met him, I was like, fuck, now we have to change all the film. And we did. I mean, the story is still the same, but the dynamics between the characters changed because he is different from
and
what
it just makes it so much better and so much more authentic, right?
Yeah.
That's beautiful to hear. So, language is a tool for emotions and power dynamics, and the boys have a dialect while Fred is learning Italian. What can someone gain or lose in a group simply through language?
That is a power tool, yeah. So in a way, it's she's progressively moving towards them, like continuously, not only physically, not only like emotionally, but also in terms of language. It's like she becomes an orchid. Not orchid, how do you say that in English? Come si dice orchidea?
Orchidea? I know what you mean. Yeah, we say it the same way.
I don't know the name in English.
Orchid? I think it's orchid.
Orchid, it makes sense.
Orchid, right?
Orchidea.
Orchidea.
Il fiore, l'orchidea.
Orchid.
Orchid. Yeah, orchid. But we say orchidea,
yeah. She's like an orchid, meaning that she has aerial roots. Because she doesn't have a mother, she moves to a different city, she doesn't speak the language, so she has to root somewhere. She tries to. And one thing is the language. And then they use it against her, because then she's forcing one scene to use Italian to argue. Well, she doesn't want to. She wants, but instinctually, she wants to go back to her language, or at least to English.
Even I feel that sometimes, because it's not my main language, English, and that's why it feels so real, and the connection is real when you watch this type of films. I was really intrigued in this conversation. I would love to have more time with you.
Next time.
Next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. Please follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram for more content. Bye for now.
You show what you can do. I hear a siren. Maybe you were wrong about me. I'm dangerous and still. Why don't you give me a sign like the sea? Trail along that shore, it's not your problem, it's mine. Everybody thinks that I'm okay. Sometimes I think I am too. I'm on the outside looking in. I'm waiting for the shockwaves to begin. Oh, won't you let me hold you for one time? Just a rainy day in a London cafe, a London cafe. So give me one last serenade. Say to me, or swear at me till the night turns into day. And it was a shame when daylight faded, because we didn't notice at all.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.